seem like a very nice guy. That's your reputation. How do you make sure that a parody isn't mean or isn't mocking? Because it never struck me as that way.
Well, it's, you know, that's an extension of my personality. I mean, I don't like being mean. I don't want to offend people. I don't want to step on people's toes. I mean, and there are several, not all of my parodies are satire, meaning they don't always refer back to the original song or the original artist. I've done that a few times, like with Madonna and Lady Gaga and Billy Ray Cyrus, and then a couple others. But even those, I mean, it's all done respectfully. I mean, you know, I like to say it's more of a poke in the ribs than a kick in the butt. I want to make sure that the original artists and songwriters are you know, writing a parody song versus writing an original song or a pastiche versus arranging a polka medley. The original songs are the hardest to do because obviously I'm writing the music there as well, and if they're pastiches, I have to study another artist's entire body of work to try to like pick it apart and figure out what are the idiosyncrasies that make that artist that artist. And I guess because they're more work, they're also more gratifying when that comes together. But I enjoy all of them. They all, you know, they're all like my children.
Over here, yes.
Mr. Propale is my favorite song. Thoughts on that? Origin? Anything?
Now, Mr. Popeil is based. Now, a lot of people think that's Ron Popeil, and it's actually not. It's Ron Popeil's dad, Sam Popeil. Sam Popeil was the guy that was the OG of the infomercial. He did like.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very romantic.
I'd like to think so. You know, you've been pretty much the only guy in parody for so long. Who do you feel like you're going to pass the baton to whenever you're finally done?
Well, I don't think I'm really the only guy in parody. I think I maybe am sort of the brand name because I got in at a good time, like at the start of MTV. So my name sort of became synonymous with parody songs to the point at which in the late 90s when Napster was at its peak, every single comedy song was attributed to me, whether it was a woman singing or it was just like, oh, that must be Weird Al. And there are a lot of people, I mean, I don't think nobody does specifically the same thing. Like, there are a lot of people doing comedy music these days. I'm a huge fan of The Lonely Island, and Tenacious D, Flight of the Conchords. There's a lot of people doing great stuff, but we all sort of each have our own niche, so I don't ever feel like I'm competing with them. It's more of a community. We're all mutual fans.
Heath Ledger's Joker costume. One of them. Wow. We got Bane. Harley Quinn. How much do they cost?
Big ones are 40, small ones are 20. Tapestries, 50, and then we got prints as well, those are 30.
Okay. Are they mouse pads?
Yes.
Got it, okay, all right, make sure. All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yo, what's up? I think Jack said he's got that. So I saw Green Lantern wearing a cod piece.
Green Lantern wearing a cod piece? Wow. So how did you think about that?
It was off-putting.
Got it. This is so much easier to hold.
Yeah.
This way? Okay, I'm gonna go down here. And let's check it out. The autograph section. Over by where the autographs were, but we saw some celebs and stuff. Yeah. Whew. Just as big as I remember it. This place. Huge. So far, a lot of things going on. Plenty of crazy costumes, and we're looking at comics now. Saw everything from anime to Game of Thrones to Avengers, Spider-Man, and Star Wars, and independent projects. People trying to get their stuff sold, get it off the ground. The only thing that I'm thinking about getting while I'm here are these kits, like in Harry Potter, where you can write a really nice ink-dipped pen, like a quill letter, with a wax stamp. You can like make it your own. It'd be a lot of trouble to write a handwritten letter, but it'd be something that could be kind of cool to work.
You look for like really unique shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's going to be 1060 total.
I actually had someone say to me,
gears, but I started writing directing because I wrote a screenplay called Crazier Than You, which is based off of my mom's life.
What's it called?
Crazier Than You.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, and so I wanted
I'm already
to...
intrigued. Because that sounds
Yeah,
like a great title
well,
based on your mom's life.
Yeah,
so.
it's like it's a dark comedy. My mom passed away of cancer, and but she dragged me and my brother and sister through this religious cult when I was a kid, and it's hilarious, you guys. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, but she had an interesting life, and I find the story very interesting of how a woman gets sort of sucked into a cult or that sort of situation, and then how she extricates herself from it. And that is the impetus and the reason why
Wild Bill's old-fashioned soda pop.
Vendors on there, and then favorite them and compile like a little list of your like favorite vendors. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll tell you where like their booth number and
Good evening. Right now, Jack and I are in line, the photo op line, to get a picture with Tara Strong soon.
Student of the past 3 years, when I told him I was going to see you this weekend, smiled bigger than I've ever seen him smile, and I told him I was going to ask a question of you to report back to him. What character would you have liked to voice that you didn't?
Something on The Simpsons because of the paycheck? But can you tell him that I wish he could have come to meet me today?
I will.
And do you want to take a picture with me to show him that you did?
I would love to. Come on. He would love that.
Unless you want to go for waffles, you're not going to say no to me, are you? Because you know what? I'm just as tough as Blossom and Buttercup. I'm hardcore. See what I did?
Yeah. Thank you.
My favorite Teen Titan character is actually Starfire.
Thanks a lot. Remember what I said before about you being the cutest kid ever? Remember? We're gonna talk later, me and you.
Still in the vendor hall. There's a lot of stuff, it seems like, in the vendor hall most of the time. Got to meet Weird Al Yankovic on Friday. I'm gonna meet him in a little while. Like about 1 o'clock, I'm gonna get the picture taken with him.
Y'all want to stay here?
Almost done. We are in line right now to go get a picture with Weird Al. Wait's probably going to be about like an hour or so. It's been a good trip so far. Nice to get away from the house.